is a can of Coca-Cola. Actually, it's Pepsi-Cola, but just the logistics-wise. Logistics aside, let me take a sip from my very coveted drink. Refreshing. The thing about this is I want to talk to you about Hog on a Log. Now, that drink may not be a log, but it is still a round and relatively long object. And I wanted to tell you about two people that meet on a log. The thing about a log is there's only one way. Have you ever been stuck in the car when there was only one way out? Or maybe it's a super narrow hallway and only one person can squeeze through. The thing about narrow hallways or logs or even just having one Coca-Cola can or Pepsi-Cola can to share between people is that you end up having to compromise. That's when one person has to say, yes, I surrender, and take a step back, or someone can't drink this refreshing cup of Coke. I want to investigate who can step down of a log if push comes to shove and one person has to get off. Do you think the stronger person has to get off? Or do you think the person who got there first gets to go? Well, we'll read more to find out. Peach. Frog, frog, frog. And with that, we're going to get right into the start of our book. Hog on a Log. Where is dog? In the tree. What does dog see? I see a peach. Can dog reach? Crack, crash, splash. Dog on a log. One frog and a dog on a log. Two frogs and a dog on the log. Three frogs and a dog on the log. Here comes a hog. Hi, hog. That looks like fun. Run, run, run. Wing, wait. Too late. Crash, crash, splash. Hog on a log. Munch, munch, munch. Lunch. Time for lunch. Dog makes a bun. Run! Hog takes the bun. Dog makes a cake. Snake! Hog takes the cake. Dog cooks peas. Fleas! Hog takes the peas. No fair. Share? There! Pie. Bzzz. Lunch. Munch, munch, munch. Dog wants to eat too. So from what we see right now, it sounds like the hog is super greedy. He's taken the peas, the cake, and the bun. What do you think you could do if someone else was taking all of your things? I don't think I could go without a fight. What do you think the dog should do in order for the hog to stop stealing its food? And what would you do if you met your match on the other side of a log? Let's go to the activity and then find out. Now that we've gotten to the point where we both know what the dog and the hog did, and I can have my can of Coke again. Cheers! I want to ask you what you would do if you were placed in this situation. So, in the back of the book, you'll find instructions on how to draw a hog. And I want you to follow these instructions and draw me a hog. And I'll put those instructions up on the screen now so you guys can follow along. When you draw the hog, I want you to draw a big log right below the hog. And when that is drawn, I want you to give me one more animal. In the book, it was a dog. Can you think of an animal that you can put down? It doesn't have to rhyme, and I know the rhyme scheme is pretty fun. The dog, the hog, and the log. But I want you to think of one more animal. It can be a scaredy cat. It can be a big egg even. Or it could be a dinosaur. And I want you to draw it on the other end of the log. And once you've done that, I want you to tell me who would surrender first, the hog or the new animal. Thank you guys for coming along for Hog on a Log. And I hope to see you guys again next week. Bye guys!